Warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch, and that one wound up in the end zone.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Dolphins 7, Patriots 7.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Jerome Baker, Dolphins leading tackler in 2020, in on the stop there. Second and 8 coming up. Off the play fake. Jones. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. There you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Now Jones off the bootleg. And right side, Henry's got it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. A nice completion there for the first down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs, and Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 31.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Here's Jones. Off play action. Henry's got it. Out on the left side. Breaks through the contact. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. 31 yards. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9. Tua sets up to pass it. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
We saw this jumping jack make steady improvement his first 3 years in Miami, and he topped it off with 53 catches last year, career high. Now in his 4th season, I expect his numbers to continue to rise.
Tua now on first down. Tua hit, and the ball is out. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
7-7, our score after 1. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. It gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Gaskin. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A play fake for Gaskin. Now Tua. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Brown. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Myles Gaskin taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Off play action. Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
And the AFC's Pro Bowl punter last year, Jake Bailey, on to punt for New England.
Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Here's Tua. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Jones.
And he'll let this go deep for Bourne.
Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Christian Wilkins in there to bury him for a loss of 11. But when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Throwing on second and long. Jones. This is White on the screen. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
You think about this strong safety position. They're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
Yeah, this defense as a whole has really been flying to the football all game long. They have not allowed too much of anything, and here's another example. A great play there to get in and disrupt it before it could get going.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one better than 20 miles an hour.
Jones now throwing on third and long. And this is going to be incomplete.
So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. Returnable for Grant. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And it'll be Dolphin football.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
But we saw Tua Tagovailoa hit on some big ones in his college days to Henry Ruggs and Jerry Jeudy. That left arm, pretty underrated in terms of strength.
And what was amazing to me was the fact he was able to get as much on the ball as he did because he was on the run. Normally, when you're on the move like that, you don't expect the ball to go that far. You would think you need your lower body to be involved. That was an all-arm throw.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Gaskin.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Myles Gaskin.
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. On the handoff, it's Michel. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Back to throw. Jones. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab.
And he will have a Patriots first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A give. This is Michel. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second and 7.
Off the play fake. Jones. They'll check this one down to Michel. 5 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jones. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
19 Tiger. Watch the twist. Check 52. Watch twist. Shoot.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Now Jones.
He'll get this underneath to Michel.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
19 yards there on the catch and run. So that a nice throw, but it hasn't really turned out to be the grand debut that many had hoped for. His team's down double digits. So what have you seen, CD?
About what I expected, really, because for a youngster making his first start in the NFL, I kind of expected to see these things. A few bumps along the way. Maybe not the plays you expect to see or want to see. But remember, he's not going to the Hall of Fame off this first start. It's going to be an accumulation of games.
He will find his tight end Smith for a Patriot touchdown.
Jonnu Smith there to make the grab.
And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Folk connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you?
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Lawrence Guy able to get in there and drop him for a loss. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty. Got a hand in there to break that one up. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Patriots take over.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Michel. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 61 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And now it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On the ground is Michel. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
New England on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Jones. Complete. It's Henry. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down.
The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll turn to Michel as they go back to the ground. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Dolphins' 15-yard line.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
And it's Michel once again.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. And they will run it with Michel. And this time he is in. Sony Michel punching it in from a yard away. And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's Tua. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Tua to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them, an absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
Extra point up and good by Folk, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out.
Tagovailoa. He'll find Parker again, complete. But he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now Tua.
Give him 9 there on the first down. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts him in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it, go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this?
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run with Michel. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
first throw here in overtime.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
So third down coming up. And, Charles, I guess a question for me, where does 4-down territory begin possibly?
I guess for me it begins if you have 4th and 5 or less, because you've got to understand your team and know what your play calls are. What do you have that you think you're confident that you can pick up that type of yardage? It might be 4th and 3 for some teams, but I think anything under 4th and 5, they'll think about going for it.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7.
To throw is Jones.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
We know there's already a spotlight on this rookie quarterback, an even bigger spotlight here in overtime in this game, a costly pick.
No doubt about that, but here's the key. Game's not over. He may very well get another shot at this thing, so now he's got to go to the sideline, hope his defense picks him up, and be ready to go back out there and maybe make a similar throw, hopefully successfully the next time.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Now part 1 is done, now part 2. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down, Dolphins.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Tua.
And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Running right, here's Brown.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces.